Hello, my name is Gerald Reese. I'm the Executive Director of Global Basketball Inc. This is our third summer doing the Global Basketball Summer League. Yeah, the Global Basketball Summer League, we have a very interesting concept. We provide a platform for players to get jobs in Europe, in Asia, South America.
Well, you know, these are guys that I scouted in the summer out in Vegas, and I met with them, and I told them what the challenges were going to be like in London. It's taken them a little while to really catch the flow, but I believe they've really settled in well now. The English guys here have really made them welcome, and I think you can see by their performances the last few games that they're really beginning to understand what BBL basketball is all about.
Sean Wally here at globalbasketball.com, Global Basketball TV. I am here with George Tolliver, the Associate Vice President for Referee Development for, guess what, the National Basketball Association. George, what brings you here with the Global Basketball Summer League?
Well, Global is one of our venues for our summer training, and we actually really enjoy being here because it gives us an opportunity to bring in our international group as well as our young up-and-coming referees in training.
It's a very unique opportunity for young players, and we are constantly to do it right away. We're not agents, we're just a media organization that runs events. It's important for us.
Aaron Rosenberg and Egidio Didio alongside you here for day 4 of the Global Basketball Summer League. Day 1 of Session B, Pointstreak and Access Pass, each playing their first game. Access in blue, Pointstreak in white. As Pointstreak controls the trip, their point guard Tay Mayweather at the top, moves it over to Terrell Williams on the left side. Williams tries the crossover, still behind the three-point line, thought about it, instead gives up the shot, moves it over to Jefferson on the right. Now in the corner, Anthony Woods. And Woods lost it.
It's going to be a good matchup here, Aaron. Some returning faces from Session 1. Lavelle Cook out there, one of them. Vontaze Vaz, two guys to watch out for.
Yeah, two guys I really enjoyed watching play in that first session. Access pass with the ball for the first time, and Gary Gibson on the attack draws the foul underneath. He's going to get 2 foul shots. A foul on Tyler Jefferson of Pointstreak. Gary Gibson played last season professionally with the Windsor Express in Canada. We're looking to see if he can possibly land somewhere else this season in professional basketball. So Gary Gibson looking to get the first points of the afternoon. And first foul shot comes up a little bit short.
Well, if Gibson's looking to go somewhere else next year, this is the perfect place to be. A lot of scouts from all over the world here checking out this talent.
Yeah, scouts from Europe, Canada, I think you said all over the world. And 1 of 2 for Gary Gibson. His access pass with an early 1-0 lead here in the first quarter. Ball stolen by Trevante Bloodman. Bloodman gives it over to Cook, and Cook tries to get to the rim as it's stripped out from behind. But it'll stay with access pass underneath the basket. And Josh Hatcher to inbound. Hatcher to Gibson at the left wing. Bounced into Ford. Ford turnaround jumper. Count it, and a foul.
Richard Ford, 6'8", 185, played last year for the Baltimore Hawks.
Now Richard Ford, a guy with a little bit of professional experience under his belt already. Showing what he can do. Nice turnaround jumper. Trying to cap off a 3-point play.
Impressive early here for Ford.
3-0 lead for access pass. Make that 4. As Ford converts the free throw. Tay Mayweather guarded closely by Trevante Bloodman. Mayweather tries to take it to the hoop himself inside the lane. Stripped, and don't think they're going to call a foul on that. I think they're just going to say it just went out of bounds. going to say the shot clock never started rolling. They're going to set that to 12. That was Pointstreak inbounding under their basket. Inbound nearly lost as Woods close to getting a foot on the line. In the post, it's Jefferson. Jefferson guarded closely by Hatcher. Cutting along the baseline, feeds it underneath to Bryce Cofane. And Cofane, offensive foul. And they'll give it right back to Access Pass. So a little over a minute in, 4-0. Access Pass with an early lead. They're coached by Will Cruz. Gavin Love, the coach of Pointstreak.
Both coaches did a terrific job in the first session. Both are returning as well. Interesting to see what they do here in this second session.
And returning player Levon Cook. Pass it outside, catch and shoot. Gary Gibson can't get it to go off the front of the rim. And a Pointstreak will take it the other way, trailing 4-0. So Tay Mather fires away the three, a little bit long. Cook with the rebound. And a little bit of full court press there momentarily from Pointstreak. Now they'll back off of that. So Cook had a good inside and outside game in the first session. Now trying to be the assist man. Once inside to Bloodman, who looks for Hatcher rather. Hatcher can't get the shot to fall. Now behind the free throw line, catch and shoot Cook. And he knocks it down, nothing but net, 6-0 Access Pass.
And interesting, Aaron, Lavelle Cook was actually coached by Gavin Love in the first session. He was a part of the British Connection team. Now he's playing against them. So Gavin Love definitely knows Lavelle Cook's game.
Yeah, but a player that talented, it's still pretty difficult to stop. Now 2.5 minutes in. There's 3 on the shot clock, and Pointstreak's going to have to get something off just ahead of the buzzer. They fire a button, never hit the rim. Now Terrell Williams was trapped at the right wing. Threw up a desperation 3 and bricked it right off the glass. Shot clock violation. And Access Pass coming down court looking to add to their 6-0 lead.
And we saw a lot of guys that weren't used to that 24-second violation, or excuse me, 24-second shot clock in the first session.
Yeah, you get 35 seconds in college. A lot of these guys fresh out of school. Shot won't fall for Access. And Tay Mayweather with the rebound, leading the charge up court for Pointstreak. Pointstreak scoreless in the first 3 games. Now another turnover as Ford comes away with it, sends it quickly down court to Bloodman. Bloodman's shot doesn't go. Offensive rebound, Josh Hatcher, and a quick putback. 8-0 Access Pass.
Anthony Woods there in the white had a nice block, but unfortunately, Access still ended up with a basket.
Little inside-outside action from Pointstreak. Now Bryce Cofane finally gets them on the board. That's a nice left-handed layup off the glass. 8-2 the score.
Bryce Cofane, though, came off limping off that play, and he's squinting a little bit, and in his face he's showing discomfort.
Now Trevante Bloodman playing the point, loses his dribble over to Cook at the left wing. Cook dribbles to the elbow, has it stripped away. Then they lose it again. Tyler Jefferson with the steal for Pointstreak, and then he's fouled as Access tried to get it back near the timeline. Now 6:10 to go in the first quarter. Substitutions all around. So we'll get a new look at a fresh group of players. 8-2. Access Pass with the lead. Monte Burney, the new point guard for Pointstreak, gives it over to Merchal Vaughns. Vaughns, one of the returning guys we talked about. Catch and shoot. Burney from the corner, airballs it. A rebound grab by Sale on his team. Fast break the other direction for Access. And Josh Thatcher hard to the ground. He's going to get a couple of shots.
These guys coming out aggressive here in day one. They want to show the scouts and everybody in attendance what they can do, and they want to prove that they can play at the next level.
Right, remember we heard at the orientation, some of the scouts and coaches said it's unlike American ball. Sometimes they overvalue the ability to score. Out in Europe or in elsewhere, really, you're going to be forced to show you can rebound, play away from the basketball. So some guys with a lot to prove it in that regard. Yeah. No, 8-2 the score. Access Pass, early lead over Pointstreak. First time out on the floor, 5:46 to go in the first quarter. I'll come back with more global basketball action in just a moment. punished. Aaron Rosenberg, Egidio Didio, back with you here at the Global Basketball Summer League. 8-2, Access Pass leading Pointstreak. 5:46 remaining in the first quarter, and a pair of foul shots now for Josh Hatcher out of Padron State in Nebraska. First one up and perfect. Then it'll extend it to 9-2 now, and Access Pass really dominating on both ends of the floor so far in the first couple of minutes here.
And this is a guy that is fresh out of college, so we'll see as the game progresses how he handles the pro level.
And perfect at the free throw line. And the lead 10-2 now for Access Pass. The Pointstreak with some catching up to do. Monte Burney brings it up, passing over to Sale. On the right side now, Jefferson. Jefferson to Vaughns. Vaughns nearly had it stolen away. And ball tapped out of bounds. Tight lockdown defense there from Access Pass. But it will stay with Pointstreak. Only 7 on the shot clock. As Vaughns will be the man to inbound deep on the right side. Vaughns gives it into Burney. Burney now with 5 seconds to work with. Nose to the elbow, passage to Jefferson, who has no idea the shot clock is running down. And by the time he figures it out, too late.
And then again, we talked about it earlier, Aaron, that we said not a lot of these guys are used to that 24-second shot clock. And in the first session, especially in day one last week or early in this week, we saw a lot of shot clock violations.
Yeah, game moves pretty fast at this level, and some guys just need that little adjustment period to get used to that. As Derek Tate missed a long jumper, but an offensive rebound chased down. Well, it was Ford who got his hands on it and tipped it back out behind the three-point line. Hayes over to Stockley. Stockley, 10 to shoot, dribbling along the right side of the paint. And draws some contact from Juwan Buchanan. Buchanan thought he had a clean block, but called for hitting the arm. And we a couple foul shots for Isaiah Stockley.
A 6'4", 200-pound guard out of LIU Post.
Yeah, an East Coast boy, Long Island. And can't get the first foul shot to fall. We've seen I think more fouls called as the summer league has gone on. You know, early, we have a 10 foul limit rule here, which allowed guys to be very aggressive defensively, and took away some of the discipline a little bit. So I think once the officials saw that, they started to call some of those borderline ones. So neither foul shot went, but offensive rebound off the long glass, and now a second chance for Access. Ford can't connect on the three, and now Vaughn's bringing it up court for Pointstreak, trailing 10-2. And for Burney in the corner, takes the shot out to Vaughns. Vaughns fires away from behind the free throw line, off the heel of the rim. Offensive rebound and a second chance putback. Juwan Buchanan can't get that to fall. And finally, ball grabbed by Access Pass. It'll be Derek Tate bringing it up court. 2-on-1 advantage, feeding Stuckley. And an offensive foul. Derek Tate called for the charge. And then he'll give it back to Pointstreak. A missed fast break opportunity there. Hate to miss a chance like that, cash in 2-on-1.
Huge, exactly. Especially when you're down 10-2 here, and it seems like, despite what the scoreboard says, it seems like it's been all Access so far early on here.
And nothing seeming to go right for Pointstreak, failing to convert fast break opportunities. Couple of shot clock violations. Poor execution, moving the ball around, and Burney gets it back at the left wing, 10 to shoot. Another stolen pass inside, and now loose ball. They give it right back to Pointstreak with a fresh shot clock. Sale thought about the shot, finds Vaughns to the left wing. Vaughns fires away the three and ring it up for Vertrell Vaughns. 10-5 now, inching him a little bit closer. We saw Vertrell Vaughns in the first session. Guy plays with a lot of heart. Came out of George Mason University. It was a struggle for him just to get out of here. Basically had to hitchhike his way to Vegas, but he said point blank, I'm not leaving here without a deal.
I just talked to him before this game. I was like, hey, glad to see you're back. He's like, yeah, I need to get that deal. I need to get that contract. I'm not going anywhere, and here he is.
Access Pass quickly answered the other way. They have a 12-5 lead now, getting the ball back. Derek Tate fires away a three. This one short off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, Isaiah Stockley. And a second chance opportunity for access pass. Up by 7. Wild pass to the right side, looking for Stockley in the corner. And that one sails out of bounds. Give it back to Pointstreak. And I think the common theme we've seen on the first day of both sessions is most of these teams don't seem all that comfortable playing together in the opening period. Only the one practice and to get to know each other. Nobody seems to know which way the teammates are going to break in. We've seen a lot of turnovers in these opening games.
Well, yeah, and it's expected, this first game, especially the first few quarters, because these guys don't know each other, come from all over America, and they haven't played with each other besides an hour of practice before this game. So it's definitely expected.
Yeah, play definitely picks up day 2 and 3, and it really as game 1 goes on. And we see the guys start to get a feel for what their teammates are going to do. 12-5, access pass the lead and the basketball. 2:50 left in the opening quarter. Patrick Parker on the drive, moves it back out, gives it to Stockley, and Stockley on the attack. Easy scoop shot layup, 14-5. Vaughns, bounce pass inside to Buchanan. Buchanan trying to get a shot up over Ford. Nice spin move inside the paint, and able to get 2 of those points back. 14-7 now.
Juwan Buchanan, nice moves inside for the basket.
Patrick Parker can't connect on the reverse layup. Well, a second chance there. Derek Tate can't get his shot to go. And here comes Pointstreak the other direction. Vaughns into the lane, and Vaughns can't get the layup to go. Draws the foul. He'll be shooting 2. 2:13 left in the first quarter. 14-7 the score. Access pass with the lead. Vaughns will shoot 2 free throws for Pointstreak when we come back here on Global Basketball TV.
That's good to have. He's got to refresh it, though. It doesn't refresh our tone. It's good to have. Does it refresh on its own?
Yeah, you can refresh the, you can refresh the box score. You can't refresh this thing. Pull that one up.
There?
Yeah, it'd be easier to work with.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So I don't have to keep clicking it.
Yeah, so they're a little bit behind.
Aaron Rosenberg, Gideon Didiu back with you at the Global Basketball Summer League access pass, a 14-7 early lead on Pointstreak. Pointstreak a chance to get 2 of these back now at the foul line. 2:13 remaining in the first. Vertrial Vaughns at the line shooting 2.
Well, they need to get Pointstreak needs to get Vaughns more involved in the game plan, and you saw when he was a few plays ago what he can do. He can hurt you shooting as well as inside game, so definitely lethal weapon to have on your team.
Yeah, Vaughns with a 3-pointer to his credit already, and now adds a free throw, so 14-8. We talked about Vaughns a little bit before the break. Guy who had to catch a couple different rides to get to Vegas, wasn't even staying in the hotel, but playing in both sessions. And guy very easy to root for, plays with a lot of heart and passion. Second free throw good as well. And it pulls Pointstreak within 5. Stockley drawing the double team for access. 9 to shoot. Patrick Parker on the drive, gets underneath the basket. Reverse layup is short. And rebounded there by Sale. For Pointstreak, full court press from access, but Pointstreak able to clear it across the timeline. Anthony Woods on the dribble looking for a screen from Sale. Instead dumps it off to the right side to Burney. Burney, 8 to shoot. Still behind the key. Over to Buchanan, 3 seconds on the shot. Gavin Love screaming at his team to shoot it, and again, they had no idea the shot clock was running down. Been a common theme for this Pointstreak team early in the contest. Caleb Hayes finds Stockley. Stockley from the free throw line into the lane and draws the contact. He'll get a pair of shots.
Caleb Hayes, another guy that's actually returning for session 2. He was in session 1, had a pretty decent camp. And he has a few more days to show the scouts and the pros what he can do.
Isaiah Stockley at the free throw line for a couple of shots. Stockley, as we mentioned, out of Long Island University Post. And short on his first attempt. Minute 15 left in the first quarter, 14-9. Access pass with the advantage. They've led by as many as 9 in the first quarter. If your point streak, want to chop that down a little bit further. And what's been mostly a defensive game, try to get a little momentum on your side heading into the second. And Stockley, that one barely hit the front of the rim. As they miss, Sale with the rebound for Pointstreak. Well, Vaughn's playing the point guard this possession. Swinging out to Woods on the right. Woods to Sale. Sale, the big man, trying to back his way in against Cook. And shot strong. Sale gets his own rebound. And fighting for it underneath the basket. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Access pass, and Pointstreak will keep it. 22 to shoot on the new shot clock. Vaughn's inbounded underneath his basket. Pass intended for Woods, but knocked out of bounds by Josh Hatcher. Again, Pointstreak will keep it. Chop a little bit of time off the clock. 52.8 seconds to go. Inbound to Bernie. Bernie trying to sneak his way around Hayes. And second chance opportunity there as Bernie gets it and puts it right back in. 14-11. It's been cut down to 3. Access trying to get some of those back. Three-pointer, no good, off the mark from Patrick Parker. Quickly getting up court as Pointstreak, chance to tie the game, and ooh, close from Anthony Woods. That one in and out. Virchow Vaughn's the long rebound as he gets it all the way behind the three-point line. Dribbles along the left side of the paint, passes it over to Kofane. Kofane catch and shoot from 5 feet out, puts it in, and a 1-point game now. 12 seconds, access pass. 14-13 lead, 8 seconds to go. Shot clock is turned off. They'll hold for a final one. Stockley on the drive finds Cook wide open behind the three-point line in the corner, and nothing but net for Lavelle Cook as he pushes the lead back to 4. 17-13, that's how the first quarter will end.
Yeah, Lavelle Cook, a very dangerous weapon. You definitely don't want to leave him wide open like that. He shows you he can hurt you if you leave him open.
And the first session hit a number of outside shots as well as having that ability to drive, so very tough to account for. That's the end of the first. 17-13, access pass leading Pointstreak. Second half coming action coming up on Global Basketball TV. Second quarter about to start at the Global Basketball Summer League in Las Vegas, Nevada. 17-13. Access pass out in front of Pointstreak. And basically a defensive struggle in the first quarter. Both teams, a lot of turnovers, struggled to find their jump shots. But now second quarter, a little bit more comfortable. Had a chance to play with each other in game situations. Figure the pace of the play probably pick up a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. A few mistakes, and like we said, it's understandable the first quarter. These guys are just gelling and trying, especially with their coaches and teammates. Those are understandable. Shot clock violations. And I should get better as these quarters progress and this game progresses.
Access pass started with the ball, but Stockley got his foot on the line along the three-point line near the wing. That turnover will give it back to Pointstreak now. Pointstreak cut it to 1 near the end of the first quarter, but Lavelle Cook at the final basket, a three-pointer to close it out. Made it a 4-point game. Hertrell Vaughn's at the wing for Pointstreak. And foul called on Isaiah Stockley, grabbing Anthony Woods. The shot clock at 14. Again, second quarter just underway. Vaughn's the inbound to Sale. Sale will give it to Jefferson in the post. Jefferson working against Cook and able to use his body to get some separation. Banks it in off the glass, 17-15. Access pass coming up. Lavelle Cook, who just hit a 3 to end the first quarter. Off the back of the rim on this one. Jefferson leading the way up for Pointstreak. Big man Sale shoots a three-pointer, uncontested from the wing, short. Now Sale gets the feedback following the offensive rebound underneath the glass, and Sale able to hit his second shot on that possession. That ties the game at 17, 9-point deficit erased from the first quarter.
Just like that, exactly. So the home team here got to get back into it quickly.
There's some pressure defense from Pointstreak on this possession. A couple of double teams. And foul called underneath the basket. Foul going against C.D. Sal.
City Sal, one of the most interesting names I think I've seen on these rosters. I'm not one to speak, I have a pretty interesting name myself.
And Gidio Didio, that's one of the more colorful ones here in Vegas this week. So just a minute into the second quarter, and it will be Josh Hatcher to inbound. Give it to Gibson playing the point. Gibson works around a screen from Ford. Now loses it on the ground, being chased back to the timeline. Cook, that's it at the top.
Great defense there by Voss and Jefferson, pressuring. Almost came up with a steal.
And ball tapped out of bounds. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Bloodman starts at the top, drives along the right side of the paint and taps it in off the glass. So 19-17, access pass gets the lead back. Tay Mayweather dribbling circles at the top, looking to drive, gets to the baseline, and Wild on his shot. Is rebounded on the brick by Hatcher. Hatcher trapped on the ground, has to find Gibson at the timeline. They push it up court now as Hatcher gets it back, loses it, it's stripped away by Jefferson. Now City Sale takes it up himself, fakes the shot from the free throw line, passes it to his right, to Terrell Williams. Williams now going to slow things down as the access pass defense gets back in transition. Now City Sale from the corner, step up jumper inside, it's a long two off the left side of the glass. Well off the mark. An access pass coming down court now. Lavelle Cook started at the left wing, dribbled all the way to the basket, easy layup. And the last 4 points come from access pass. They break the tie. They lead 21-17 now, 7:35 left in the second quarter. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back on Global Basketball TV. Now 7.5 minutes remaining in the first half. 21-17 access pass. Pointstreak with the basketball coming out of the timeout. Mayweather dribbling around the top. Finds Buchanan at the left wing. Buchanan to the free throw line. Now we'll work it inside to Jefferson. Nice ball movement on that possession. And there's what we're talking about, the comfort level with the passes starting to come here. Now the Pointstreak using the full court pressure there. A couple of double teams trying to force a bad shot, but again, ball movement, great from access pass. They're able to work around it. Gary Gibson, easy layup on the other end.
I got to give him credit there for pressuring and using and being aggressive early on here on defense and offense. Beautiful shot.
A beautiful shot. That pulls Pointstreak within 2, 23-21. 6:40 left in the first half. Gibson to Cook, who we've already seen can hit that outside shot. Fires one over the outstretched arms of Jefferson. That one off the left side of the rim. Rebounded by Buchanan, leading the way up for Pointstreak. And quick one pass to Terrell Williams. His shot from the baseline bounces high off the rim, and access pass with it again. Cook thought about the three from the wing, instead drives to the basket. And his layup attempt long off the glass. Buchanan leading it up for Pointstreak. Buchanan able to separate himself through the defense and ties the game at 23.
Juwan Buchanan from Adams State at 6'6", he's listed.
6 minutes left in this first half, and all tied up. Ball stolen by Tay Mayweather for Pointstreak, and able to convert the one-on-one break opportunity, getting past Trevante Bloodman. And just like that, Pointstreak erases the 9-point deficit. They now lead by 2, 25-23. Trying to keep the pressure on the defensive end. Forces the miss. Buchanan the rebound. Buchanan up court quickly to Williams, and now they'll slow things down, try to run a set play. It's mostly been a free-for-all offensively from both sides in this game so far, but now and a chance to slow things down and try to play within a system a little bit. 8 seconds to shoot. No, back to the timeline. Ball is stolen by Ford. Ford going one-on-one against City, and Ford able to convert that one. Touches it in off the glass and ties the game at 25.
Richard Ford looked like a cornerback there, intercepting that pass and then finishing it off on the other end.
Well, he just jumped the route there. It was kind of an ill-advised pass, almost back to the half-court line. Late in the shot clock. 4 seconds to shoot. And just getting off was Mayweather. His shot doesn't go, though. And Bloodman leading the way up, trying to break this tie. For access pass, swings it over to Ford at the side now. Bloodman gets it back at the top. Bloodman over the right side, catch and shoot Ford. Ford short off the front of the rim. Rebound grab by Terrell Williams. Terrell Williams out of Lincoln University, originally from Rochester, New York. Place I know well. I went to high school there.
Oh, there you go. A little shout out to Rochester, New York.
Tay Mayweather has the ball knocked out of his hands as he tries the runner. And I'm going to say, actually, he was the last one to touch it. Then it'll be a turnover and ball coming back.
And going back, Aaron, one thing I noticed Coach Love here is counting down the shot clock for his team. And when your coach has to keep doing that, it's a sign of you got to be a little more heads up in the game.
Yeah, absolutely. 4 minutes to go in the first half, tied at 25. And a change to call. Ball actually going to stay with Pointstreak. Over here, only got a few seconds to shoot. And again, that lack of awareness about the shot clock comes back to bite them.
You have to be aware out there on the court, especially in games like this where you're trying out for the next level. You have guys looking at you. These mental mistakes can't keep happening.
And you hear the teammate Tyler Jefferson shouting from the bench, got to be aware of that shot clock. It's been a common theme, especially for the guys fresh out of college. Here throughout the summer league, got to get used to that faster pace of play. Gary Gibson catch and shoot three from the wing, airballs it. Nowhere close to the basket. And that'll give it back to Pointstreak. The team's pretty evenly matched so far. It was access pass early on, quickly built a 9-point lead in the first quarter. Since then, Pointstreak has kind of taken control of this game. But in a deadlock battle right now, 25 apiece. Ball loose on the ground. Anthony Woods looking for Bernie underneath the basket. Bernie's layup doesn't fall. And access pass with it the other direction now. Another steal underneath the basket. This time, Anthony Woods coming away with it. Half-court shot will not count, by the way.
Looked cool, though. And one thing, Aaron, again, coaches mentioned it at the kickoff party and at orientation, and they said, guys, you know you want to impress everybody out there, but don't come at 110% and start making mistakes and seeing sloppy play, and I think that's what we're seeing here early in this ball game.
Right, you want to see the nerves controlled, play with a cool and collected mentality. Fane. Terrell Williams on the attack, finds the open man, Bernie. Three, not close. An offensive rebound, Woods underneath the basket and an easy putback. And Pointstreak up by 2 now, 27-25. Caleb Hayes up to the elbow. Hayes sends it out to Ford. Ford long jumper off the mark. And rebound grabbed underneath by Gary Gibson. And Gary Gibson playing the point as well. Crossover dribble to the left side. Strong on the layup attempt. Ford with the rebound for access pass. 2.5 minutes left in this opening half. Caleb Hayes, jumper good from the elbow. And that'll tie it at 27 a pop.
Smooth shot there by Caleb Hayes. Makes it look so easy. He's a pretty good athlete.
Williams dribbling around the top. Gets a little separation, decides to take the three and ring it up for Williams. Now they're going to say foot on the line. So two-pointer, 29-27. Pointstreak with the edge. Hatcher on the attack. Bricks it. And battling for the offensive rebound was Tate. We got a foul underneath the basket. And a timeout on the floor, so it will be access pass ball. Pointstreak leading 29-27, 1:55 to go in the opening half. Right back on Global Basketball TV. Nathan's contest here.
My God.
(29-27). Pointstreak leading access pass with the ball coming out of the timeout, just under 2 minutes to go. And Caleb Hayes lost it. That ball is stolen by Anthony Woods. Tosses it down court, looking for an advantage the other way, and Monte Burney, the recipient, completes the one-on-one fast break. And 31-27 lead is now 4. Backcourt violation.
Great
and
defense there by Monte Burney from Martin Methodist College.
And you like what you see from Burney. Doesn't take the next play off after completing the fast break, getting the points on the board, comes back, plays tight defense after, forces a turnover.
That's what you want to see from these kind of players, that they can get back in transition and make a statement and make a play.
Can't be one-dimensional if you want to get to the next level. 31-27, Pointstreak with the lead and the ball. Buchanan thought about the jumper from the foul line, then we'll give it to Burney. Burney attacks inside the lane, short off the front of the rim. And ball rolls out of bounds, last touched by Pointstreak. So access pass will get it with 1:18 left in the first half, down by 4. And Coach Gavin Love telling Burney that, hey, he had a wide open three-point shot. That would have been the one to take on that possession.
Yeah, great job, though, by Pointstreak here. They were trailing big time in the first quarter.
Yeah, 9 points.
Oh, yeah, 31-27. Going into halftime, they're most likely going to have the lead.
Access pass in the bonus now. It'll be Ford shooting 2. It's Ford good on his first. Pulls his team within 3. Chance to cut it down 1 more point. Quick substitution here for Pointstreak. Bryce Cofane to the bench. And Tyler Jefferson back in, wearing number 8 for Pointstreak in white. And Ford good on both. Good foul shooter for a big man. Now Vaughn's back in the game, playing the point for Pointstreak. Draws the double team, gets rid of it to Burney on the right side. 10 to shoot. Burney drives right side, layup off the glass, and good. 33-29 as we move inside the final minute. Caleb Hayes trying to make something happen, goes into the lane. Pass intended for Bloodman is stolen. Vaughns leads it up the court, and Vaughns finds Jefferson underneath. Jefferson initially stripped as he went for the first shot, got it back though, and able to connect on the second chance. And that pushes the lead to 6 points, 35-29, largest point streak lead of this game.
And Pointstreak is loving the Pointstreak bench here, cheering on their teammates. They're loving.
And
this comeback.
Lavelle Cook able to get 2 of them back there as he was fouled. And basket counts. He'll have a chance to complete a 3-point play, cut that deficit in half, possibly to 3 points if he can make this foul shot. Lavelle Cook, one of the better players we saw in the first session, and I think the best thing about him was the way he could attack you in so many different varieties. He could shoot from the outside. He had an ability to get inside, draw the fouls, or complete the plays. Able to go up against much bigger guys in terms of that body mass. So not afraid to take some punishment underneath either.
Oh yeah, if Lavelle Cook puts a little bit more muscle, I think he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. He can hang with those big boys at that 5 position.
3-point play cut into a 3-point game, and traveling on Pointstreak now. That'll give it back to access pass. Just 0.3 of a second differential, so figure they are going to get the final shot here of the first half. Again, trailing by 3, 35-32. Just over 24 seconds left in the first half. Not a whole lot of outside shooting so far in this one. Figure they probably will try to get a close-range jumper. It's Hayes playing the point and quickly get a foul. Foul called against Monte Burney, number 2 on Pointstreak.
Monte Burney, we mentioned earlier, a good heads-up player. Won't take a play off. He's always on and always looking to make a difference on the court.
And with access pass in the bonus, that will put Caleb Hayes at the foul line shooting too. And Hayes good on his first. Now, I don't want to foul the point guard, but that foul hurts you in 2 ways. One, not only do you give easy free throws to a guy who's a good foul shooter in Caleb Hayes, but, well, actually, I was going to say that works against him, but defensively committing that foul actually will give them a chance to get the ball back offensively. The second foul shot doesn't go now. Battle for the rebound, and Sale gets it. Sale tosses it down court to Burney. Oh. Burney looking to feed it into Woods on the alley-oop, but good defense in transition. Lavelle Cook getting back, knocking that out of bounds, preventing the easy layup.
Trevante Bloodman was also there. Aggressive.
7.5 seconds left. Shot clock is turned off. Vaughns to inbound. Throws it into Woods. Woods fires the 3, and Woods nothing but net. 5-point advantage now. And trying for one final shot, Patrick Parker on the drive, throws in the runner. That one bricks off the left side of the glass.
Impressive basket there. Rainbow shot there by Anthony Woods. Beautiful.
Yeah, Anthony Woods got it, knew he didn't have a whole lot of time to work with, said I might not have time to attack the basket. I'll take my chances with that 3. Knocks it down, 5-point advantage. Yeah, for Pointstreak, 38-33 as we head to the half. Back for second half action in about 5 minutes right here on Global Basketball TV.
Back here.
Anybody have a charger for a Samsung phone? Somewhere?
Samsung charger?
No? I don't think so.
He might at the end.
Where?
Guy.
That's okay. Good stats? Are these up to date?
Nope. 10-2. So. Aaron Rosenberg, Egidio Didio back with you here on Global Basketball TV. Second half getting underway now. 38-33, Pointstreak with the edge at the half. After coming back from a 9-point deficit early in the first quarter. 14-point swing as access pass starts with the basketball, and Gary Gibson fires the air ball on a three. But able to get it back underneath the basket on the tip from his teammate Trevante Bloodman.
Good push back there by Gibson.
38-35. Now Pointstreak with the ball. Cafone passes out to Williams. Williams can't connect. Williams chases down his own rebound and then sneaks under the basket for a reverse layup. A nice move by him not to give up on his own shot. He had it back. We've seen a lot of offensive rebounds over the first couple games today. And teams able to take advantage of them, often coming away with second chance points. Lavelle Cook with the answer, firing the jumper and pulling his team within three.
Nice job, and he just said something to his former coach as he walked off, and with a smile.
Probably saying, hey, you should know what I can do by now.
Don't leave me open.
It's Mayweather at the elbow. Mayweather pass to the left to Cofane. Cofane's shot doesn't fall and rebounded by Cook. Cook pushes it up ahead quickly, catching it under Trevante Bloodman. Bloodman's shot doesn't fall, but he's going to head to the line for a pair.
Finally, action slows down a little bit here in the third quarter. It's been high-paced offense.
Yeah, foul called against Bryce Cofane. That'll send Trevante Bloodman to the foul line. Bloodman off the mark on his first attempt. Bloodman played his college ball at Mississippi State. Just finished up this spring, actually started 12 games as a senior.
It's a good D1 athlete there in the SEC, former Bulldog.
And pulls his team within 2 as he's able to split the pair 40-38. Pointstreak with the lead in the ball, minute and a half into this third quarter. Cofane flip to Williams. Williams behind the back to the elbow. Let's go the jumper. Bricks it. Jefferson with the second chance, and Jefferson draws the foul. Actually going to take the foul away, say it just went out of bounds. So regardless, ball will stay with Pointstreak. They'll inbound underneath their basket. Giving it to Cofane. Cofane going one-on-one against Ford, and Cofane wins the battle, able to get the soft hook shot in and push the lead back to 4. Cook going the other way, quickly answers and cuts it to within 2 again.
Cook is cooking up a good offensive game so far, and still a lot of basketball left to be played, Aaron.
Yeah, plenty of it, 18 minutes to go. Fast break broken up. Bloodman trying to feed his teammate Gary Gibson. Not the foul called before the shot. Foul called on Bryce Cofane out of Monmouth University in New Jersey.
I was just going to ask where that is.
Well, you came straight from Albania all the way to Los Angeles. So.
Michigan. No, I made a stop in
Well, that's
Michigan
right. You did stop in Michigan.
I made a stop in Michigan,
So,
now in LA.
I forgot, but never on the East Coast.
Not really, yeah, Midwest.
Midwest.
Grew up in the Midwest.
And Ford fires the turnaround jumper, and that ties the game at 42. So Ford with a couple of points here already in the second half. Terrell Williams at the top, finds Mayweather on the left. Got it down in the post to Jefferson. Jefferson draws the contact as he goes up for the shot. Then going to get Ford on the foul. And Jefferson will earn himself a trip to the line.
I'm impressed by Richard Ford early on in this game here. Obviously, he played with the Baltimore Hawks last year. Like you mentioned, has that pro experience, and he is setting himself apart a little bit here from the rest of the competitors.
Yeah, he's had some good offensive opportunities underneath the basket and doing the smart thing there, forcing the big man to make some foul shots. Jefferson able to connect on his first. Jefferson has some pro experience, played in the Australian DBA League.
And all these guys looking to take the next step.
Jefferson good on both. And the point streak lead is 44-42. Nearly 3 minutes gone by in the third. Quick miss from Access. And here comes point streak the other way. Mayweather leading the charge. Long jumper along the right baseline. Doesn't go Ford the rebound, but Ford stepped on the line as he pulled that ball into his chest. And probably no choice for him but to try to grab that. If he didn't, somebody on Pointstreak would have had an easy second chance, but his foot just in the wrong place.
Let's see if Access can use that defense, that aggressive, gritty defense here to stop Pointstreak.
Inbounds goes to Cofane. He immediately takes the shot from the baseline. Comes up short, but a second chance opportunity. There's foul called on Trevante Bloodman. And heading to the foul line now is Tyler Jefferson, who grabbed the offensive rebound. Jefferson, who just knocked down a pair of foul shots. Now a perfect 3 for 3 at the line in the second half.
Well, that's why he has played professional ball. Obviously, this guy has the skills to do so, and a big guy at 6'6", 215, and can definitely shoot, as you just saw there.
Now makes a fourth foul shot, and that matches the lead for Pointstreak 4 points, 46-42. The orientation scouts talked about, they want guys who can shoot foul shots, knowing that late in games it so often comes down to the guys who are able to make them in the pressure situations. Gibson can't connect from the left side. Rebound hauled in by Kofane. Fast break opportunity, 2-on-2. Terrell Williams, and guilty of the charge.
Got to give it up to Gary Gibson on that last play. I'll go back in possession. He didn't give up with a defender on him. Tay Merriweather was on him like peanut butter and jelly. He was stuck on him, but he did not give up. Unfortunately, didn't finish with 2 points, but still, got to like that if you're a coach or a scout.
Right, and what you're writing down in your notepad if you're a scout isn't always about the end result of a play. It's about the strategy, the execution, the hustle, and the attitude of the player.
Exactly.
Gibson showing a lot so far here today. 6:15 left, third quarter, 46-42. Pointstreak with the advantage. And now with the ball following the miss. Jefferson showing some dribbling ability coming down court, finds the open man. Trevante Bloodman fires a wide open three from the left corner. And in it goes, 49-42, 7-point lead. Now Cook starting in the corner, takes a step in. It's a long two from the baseline. Long off the left side of the glass and a battle underneath. Foul called on access pass. Isaiah Stockley called for the foul. That'll be Pointstreak ball. When we come back, 5:51 left in the third, 49-42 Pointstreak here on Global TV.
Premier Basketball League. Oh, okay. Can I see how many pro or D1 guys are in this game? Quite a few.
5:51 left in the third, 49-42 Pointstreak leading access pass. Will be access ball, 15 seconds on the shot clock. We'll go to Cook, posting up, draws the double. And then back out to Ludman. Ludman to the left side to Gibson. Gibson, two to shoot, he doesn't know it. Too many passes, looking for Stockley again on the left side. And you hear it again, you can hear the bench shouting for it, but the guys so locked in what they're doing on the court, they don't even hear it.
I believe that's the 4th overall shot clock violation in just this game. Again, we said it's day one, but as the game progresses in the third and fourth quarter, those mistakes can't happen.
Vaughn's back in playing the point. Vaughn's driving along the right side and goes to the left-handed layup, rejected by Richard Ford. Says, you're not on the list.
Nice. You're not getting into the club tonight.
And the inbound pass nearly stripped away, but able to hand it is Bernie. Bernie to Vaughn on the left side. To Jefferson. Jefferson turnaround jumper deep along the left baseline, fires it over Cook, who had an inch or two on him. And that extends the lead to 9 for Pointstreak. So an 18-point swing since the first quarter. As Cook in the post up trying to get two of them back. Cook trying to pass it back outside. Ball is stolen by Buchanan. Buchanan coast to coast, can't complete the layup. Rebounded by Gibson. Gibson pushes it down court to Cook. Cook trying to complete the fast break as it's stripped out of his hands. Good defense there in transition by Monte Bernie to strip it out from behind, prevent the easy layup the other way. More than half the third quarter gone by now, 51-42. Pointstreak with a 9-point lead. The access ball. Inbound goes to Caleb Hayes. Swing over to Stockley. Stockley fires an air ball on the three. And you have to give a lot of credit defensively to Pointstreak here. Really the entire game, Gavin Love on his bench really preaching that we got to get in their face, force them to be uncomfortable, make wild passes, take bad shots, and we've seen a lot of that so far today.
Oh, yeah, talked to Gavin Love throughout this tournament a few times, and he said he really wants to win. It's not just here coaching and just being a guy that's calling plays. He wants his team to execute perfectly and look great on the court.
And 2 of the points gotten back by Caleb Hayes, jumper from the free throw line. 51-44 now. Vons guarded by Hayes rather. Vons bounce pass underneath to City Sale. And Sale draws the contact as he goes up for the slam. Can't complete it, but he's heading the foul line for 2 shots after the foul by Stuckley.
Yeah, Sale, the big body there. 6'9", 210, like we said, from Christian Brothers University. Where's that at, Aaron? Do we know?
That you stumped me there. Not winning Jeopardy tonight.
Dun, dun, dun.
2 shots for City Sale. Chance to build on a 7-point lead. He'll push it up to 8 now. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. If you're Access Pass, want to chop it down, maybe cut the deficit in half right now. If you're Pointstreak, maybe a chance to smell blood here, try to put this game away.
I would definitely, because such a talented team on the opposition, you don't want to give them any life.
And a second chance opportunity there as City Sale gets it back following his miss, lays it in. Couldn't have worked out any better. They got the first free throw and then 2 points after the miss. Caleb Hayes, an air ball. And here comes Pointstreak the other direction. Nice move by Virgil Vaughns, but can't finish the layup. Gets it back though following a steal. Passes it inside, and Monte Burney guilty of the charge. Monte Burney thought he might have a chance to get 2 points back. Instead called for the charge.
The offensive foul there is going to bring it back to Access Pass. As now they trail surprisingly from the start of this ball game, Aaron, especially in the first quarter. It looked all Access Pass, and they looked aggressive. This is a shocking turnaround.
Yeah, Access Pass roared to a 14-5 lead early in the game, but been all Pointstreak since that point. Again, another missed shot, and coming the other way is Burney playing the point. Burney finds Vons, catch and shoot 3 from the wing. Offensive rebound following the miss. And fighting for it was Bryce Cofane. Cofane had it stripped out of his hands going out of bounds, but ball will stay with Pointstreak. So Vons to inbound. Almost a 5-second violation, but able to find Cofane. Deep on the right side. Cofane backing in, one-on-one. Guarded by Tate. And another whistle away from the ball. City Sale called for the push-off. Offensive foul. And the ball will go back to Access Pass. Timeout on the floor, 2:59 remaining in the third, 54-44. Pointstreak on front. You're watching Global Basketball TV.
Let's see what he's going to say.
Aaron Rosenberg and Gideon Didio back with you on Global Basketball TV, 54-44. Pointstreak leading Access Pass, 2:59 left in the third quarter. It will be Access Pass ball. Had a chance to listen into Coach Gavin Love's Pointstreak huddle during the timeout, and he kept stressing it's all about defense. Continue to bring the double teams. Really praised his guys for forcing bad shots, shot clock violations. There's another steal. Just as we say that, Buchanan on the drive, and Buchanan initially can't get it in there. I believe that was City Sale who tipped it in. He and Virtual Vaughns both in the air.
And Aaron, I got a chance to listen to Coach Cruz there at the timeout, and he said we have to play better defense. We're just letting them dribble around and get good shots. He said we have to force them into bad situations and forcing them to take bad shots. That's the way we're going to climb back into this ball game.
Yeah, the defensive battle clearly being won by Pointstreak, particularly since the first quarter. 2.5 left in the third now. Pointstreak with the ball on the 12-point edge. Vaughns dribbling around outside. Ball go down to Buchanan, 10 to shoot. Buchanan draws the double team. Looks for the open man, Kofane inside. Kofane can't handle the pass off his fingertips. It was a good pass chest high. And Kofane kind of pumping his chest saying, hey, my bad.
Yeah, it was his bad, and you got to have a short memory. Forget things like that, get back on the next play and make a statement there and help your team.
Now, substitutions all around is Coach Gavin Love basically sending a whole new Pointstreak unit out onto the floor. To get a chance to see a couple guys we haven't seen in a while, Anthony Woods and Tyler Jefferson coming out onto the floor, as well as Terrell Williams. Patrick Parker in the game, long rainbow pass to the left corner. Goes back to Stockley. Stockley dribbles to the free throw line, bricks it off the glass. And foul called, charging on Isaiah Stockley. And once again, there's that defense Gavin Love's talking about. When you bring the double teams, you get the opponent uncomfortable, and you force stupid things like that. It was mostly the steals and the shot clock violations he was talking about that time. They get the offensive foul, which really came as a panic move.
And they've actually, interesting because to note there, Gavin Love started using that early on. It was a few minutes into the first quarter. They were double teaming and full court press as soon as the game started, and he's committed to that all game long, it looks like.
Yeah, it didn't work the first few minutes, but they stuck with it, and give credit to Coach Love for having 3 days to see what worked with these guys. Obviously a new team right now, but he had a feel for what worked. He's a successful coach over in Europe, in the Danish league right now. He's coached in the UK as well, had a long, successful, over 10-year career as a player professionally. So when you're playing for a guy like him, a lot you can learn from, knowing that he's been where you want to go.
Yeah. 100%. And on the opposite side, Coach Cruz as well played professional basketball in the Dominican Republic. So it's another guy that the guys on his team, on the All Access team, want to pick his brain, because like you mentioned, these guys have been where you want to go. They've played at the next level, not only in college but also at the pro level. So definitely you got to be a sponge and suck up everything that these guys are giving, all that knowledge and everything.
And remember, both these coaches, in a way, kind of scouting as well, knowing that they have teams to build when they go back. So you make the right impression, you might be playing for the same coach next fall.
Have a job. What everybody likes.
So back to game action. Minute 51 left in the third. 12-point lead for Pointstreak as they start with the ball. Access pass, attempting the full court press, trying to force a mistake. Pointstreak, good ball control, able to cross the timeline. As Mayweather playing the point, looking to get it down low. It's Jefferson in the post going up against Hatcher. Ball goes out of bounds. Will stay with Pointstreak. Only 7 on the shot clock. So Mayweather to inbound underneath the shooting basket. Vaughns catch and shoot 3, and that's a second three-pointer tonight from Virtual Vaughns. Has that outside shot and showing he can do it again.
Can't get much prettier than that. The George Mason, former alum.
And they'll change it to a 2, say the foot was on the line. Ball deflected out of bounds. Pointstreak thought they had forced a turnover, but instead we'll stay with access pass. And if you're just joining us, Pointstreak in white today, access pass in blue. Caleb Hayes, long 3 and nothing but net. Caleb Hayes cuts into it now, 11 points, 58-47. Final minute of the third quarter. Jefferson in the post. Sends it out to Mayweather. Mayweather short on his 3. Caleb Hayes with the long rebound has it stolen by Jefferson. And they get another opportunity. Terrell Williams one-on-one underneath the basket. Count it, and a foul.
Great job there.
Yeah, Josh Hatcher going for the block shot and called for the contact underneath the basket. And I think the most frustrating foul is not only do you get called for it, but the guy makes the shot as well, and you give up 3 points on something you thought was a clean play.
Well, that's the worst, yeah, exactly. Sometimes, okay, give them the basket, 2 points. Okay, put them on the free throw line. Maybe they'll make one, maybe they'll miss them. But to have them make the basket and send the free throw line's the worst case scenario.
The lead is back to 13 now, 60-47. There's 44 seconds left in the third. And chance now for Terrell Williams out of Lincoln University to complete the three-point play. Foul shot long off the back of the rim. Derek Tate the rebound. He'll push it up court quickly, possibly a chance for a two for one. And the tip in, count it, for Isaiah Stockley.
Nice job there for Isaiah Stockley to be in a great time, a great situation. Here he is again.
Yeah, Stockley with the steal and the layup. So 4 points for him in about the last 6 seconds. And there's the full court press at work. Single digits now, 60-51. And another steal. Stockley comes up with it again at half court. Throws it down. Patrick Parker has the layup blocked. I think they're going to get a goaltend on that one.
Looked like a nice, beautiful block by Vartrace Vaughn. But there's the ref right away. Blew the whistle for goaltending.
They call the goaltend. Hasn't gone on the scoreboard yet, but the goaltend would push it to 60-53. And no surprise, access pass sticking with the full court press. That has produced 2 turnovers and 4 points in the last 20 seconds. This time, Pointstreak able to clear the half-court line, but here come the double teams as they move it around the outside. Mayweather looking for Woods, and Woods able to use a shot fake, dribble it down at the jumper. 9-point game. Ball stolen by Pointstreak as access pass tries to inbound it. On access pass, trying to move it inside. Ball goes out of bounds, and 2.3 seconds now for access pass to get one final shot. Stockley will take it from half court. Nowhere close. And kind of a whirlwind, frantic pace to that end of the third quarter, but 62-53, 9-point edge for Pointstreak, still well in control. Now, we'll be back for the fourth quarter in just a moment on Global Basketball TV.
Sorry, I thought we were going to go through. All right, let's see the time off. Water time. Water time.
Aaron Rosenberg, Egidio Didio, back for the fourth quarter, 62-53. Pointstreak leading access pass, an 18-point swing since the first quarter when access pass quickly stormed out to a 9-point advantage. So access pass playing the full court press here to start the fourth quarter, forced 2 turnovers, got 4 points off them in the final minute of the third. And no surprise they're going to stick with it again now. Bryce Cofane had a wide open layup there, just missed it. And now 3-on-2 advantage for access pass going the other way. Just a wild pass underneath. Josh Hatcher looked like he would have been open for a layup there, but the wild pass goes out of bounds and Pointstreak gets it back.
Yeah, Derek Tate there with a very low pass and a little bit of sloppy play to start the fourth here.
And trap just ahead of the half-court line. City Sail double teamed out of bounds, but some body contact there. The ball will stay with Pointstreak. Fourth quarter just underway. Pointstreak up by 9. Inbound goes to Cofane at the left wing. Guarded closely by Tate, backing his way in the post. Here comes the double team. Cofane able to work around it, but unable to sink the scoop shot layup. Access pass with the rebound coming the other direction. Caleb Hayes, step-up jumper from the free throw line, doesn't go. Long rebound, hauled in by Patrick Parker, and a second chance opportunity. Moves it to Tate. Tate, a wide open three from the top, and yes, sir, knocks it in, 62-56, as Access Pass cuts it down to just 6 now. Pointstreak led up court by Monte Burney. Moves it to the left side, catch and shoot for Child Vaughns, who has ditched the undershirt, and three-pointer doesn't go. Access pass coming the other way. Caleb Hayes playing the point, has it knocked out of his hands by Vaughns. And Vaughns the last to touch it as it rolls out of bounds on the right side. And ball will stay with Access.
Well, Aaron, the AC is on full blast here in the gym today, but Vaughn's game is getting hotter and hotter as we near the end of it.
Well, we talked about him in the first half a little bit. A guy who plays with a ton of passion, doesn't leave anything on the court, said he's more determined than anything to walk out of here with a deal this week, staying for both sessions and sacrificing his body there, nearly coming away with a steal. So 8 to shoot for Access Pass. They'll send it back out. 4 seconds now. Lavelle Cook has to fire away the three over the taller City. That doesn't fall, and rebounded underneath by Cofane. It will be Anthony Woods bringing it up court for Pointstreak. Loses dribble at the top of the key. They'll work it into Cofane at the post, double teamed, including by Cook. Cook knocks it out of bounds, but last touch by Cofane. Think it went off his foot there. And Access Pass going to get it off the turnover.
Here comes Access, cutting this deficit a little bit. Slowly but surely they're doing so.
And Ford may have had a look at that underneath the basket, instead sent it back out. And it will be Trevante Bloodman driving inside the lane. Bloodman's layup off the mark, but 2 foul shots coming up for the Mississippi State graduate.
And you got to know, Bloodman has seen some top-level competition playing the SEC at Mississippi State.
That's some very good basketball in recent years. The University of Florida's won 2 national championships.
Arkansas had a good year this year. Alabama's on the rise. It's a good underrated program, I think, the SEC in basketball.
Yeah, more than just football going on in the SEC. So 5 points, now 62-57 following the free throw.
We forgot Kentucky.
Monte Burney. I was thinking, I knew we were forgetting somebody.
One of those little schools.
So 5-point deficit now for Access Pass as they try to make a fourth quarter run. Ford on the feed and fouled from behind. He's heading the line. Now Bryce Cofane guilty of the foul. And that will send Richard Ford to the free throw line. Richard Ford, is, we mentioned earlier, already with some pro experience under his belt, played for the Baltimore Hawks. And good on his first attempt. Now for someone at 6'8", Richard Ford, a pretty good foul shooter. Saw him knock down some free throws in the first half.
Yeah, small frame, though, only 185 listed, and he doesn't look like he's much bigger than that in
if
person.
he could fill out a little more and maybe get a little more physical in his post game, could be a deadly player at the pro level.
Oh, yeah.
Ford good on both, and what was once a double-digit lead now down to 3. City, the big man, attempts a 3 from the top. Perhaps an ill-advised shot comes up well short. And a battle for it underneath the glass as Ford got his hands on it.
All these games, Aaron, have been so close. I believe all but one have just come down to the last seconds and been fun for us to watch. I'm pretty sure frustrating for the coaches and players to be a part of.
Oh, absolutely. Pretty evenly matched. Anthony Woods and Richard Ford going to do the jump ball there. 8 seconds on the shot clock. So if Pointstreak wins, it won't have a whole lot of time to set something up offensively. Both players nearly whiffed on the jump ball, mistiming their jumps. Shot clock down to 5. As Woods just has to fire it away short off the front of the rim, rebounded by Hayes. And Hayes will push it up court. Hayes to Bloodman. Bloodman off the glass, count it, and a foul.
Great drive there by Trevante Bloodman. Getting the basket in and also picking up the foul. Now he'll go to the line. And in a close game now, 62-61. These guys are stepping up.
A chance to tie the game now if Trevante Bloodman can hit that free throw. And he does just that. A 9-point deficit from just a few minutes ago completely erased. No, a back and forth seesaw battle today, going to come down to the final 7 minutes and change. And nearly another steal from behind as Caleb Hayes looking to strip that ball away. Called for the reach-in foul, sacrificing his body, diving on the floor. These guys are going to be full of rug burns by the end of the game, but none of them seem to care right now.
It's worth it. I like that style of play. I like that aggressive defensive style of play. Sometimes it doesn't pay off. You usually get called for fouls, but I believe it's better to be aggressive than to stay back.
Monte Burney looking to set something up. 10 seconds to shoot. 4-point streak. Down to 5 now. Burney has to fire a 30-foot shot from well behind the three-point line, short off the front of the rim. And Jefferson was battling for the offensive rebound, couldn't get his hands on it. But last touch by Access Pass. So with a fresh shot clock, they will keep it underneath their shooting basket. Inbound to Woods, catch and shoot 3, a little bit long off the back of the rim. City with the offensive rebound, now a third chance opportunity here for Pointstreak to retake the lead. City fakes the shot, send it to Buchanan at the left wing. Buchanan took a contested 3 despite having 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Not good selection there from Pointstreak. Caleb Hayes, wild three-pointer on the other end and rebounded by City. So Pointstreak trying to break the 62 tie. And a reach-in foul called on Gary Gibson.
And in that last play, Richard Ford had a good opportunity to clean up his teammate there. He did grab the rebound, just couldn't put it up and couldn't finish it. A missed opportunity for All Access.
Inbound goes to City deep along the baseline. City doesn't get the jumper to fall. And Access Pass coming the other way now. Seen a lot of tough defense, double teams, forcing steals, shot clock violations, contested shots. And a pretty low-scoring game through the first 3.5 quarters.
Ford redeems himself there with that nice shot. From what I was just saying, proves me wrong.
Yeah, good ball movement on that possession, kind of the opposite of what we've seen to start this fourth quarter. So 64-62 Access Pass with their first lead since a while. Early in the first half. Woods, 3 to get the lead back, doesn't fall. Lavelle Cook with the rebound. Timeout on the floor, 5:25 to play. Access Pass has erased a 9-point deficit. They go up 64-62. We'll be back in just a moment. Global Basketball TV. Getting close to crunch time in the fourth quarter, 5:25 remaining, 64-62. Access Pass with the lead, points and the basketball.
And Aaron, I don't know if you heard there, but Coach Law was saying we can't take shots from the outside anymore in this close of a game. We have to get inside and work our inside game.
Yeah, they want to see those better looks, especially with the full court press. So many defenders behind the three-point line. And again, the double teams from Pointstreak on the defensive end. 10 seconds to shoot for Access Pass. They'll give it to Ford, high along the baseline, draws the double. Then back out to the top. Caleb Hayes sends away the 3. That one a little bit strong. Virchel Vaughns grabs the high rebound inside the paint. And we go inside 5 minutes. Pointstreak down by 2 after leading the entire second half until just a moment ago. Tried to pass it into the lane, ball stolen by Cook. And Cook going to go coast to coast uncontested, one-handed slam And the lead now 4 for Access Pass. Pointstreak able to work around the full court press. And now set up an offense. Williams is trapped, able to find an open man under the basket though, Tyler Jefferson. And Jefferson lays it in off the glass to get Pointstreak back within 2, 4:20 to play.
Well, Access will slow things down here now.
Access Pass electing a slower offensive place on this series. Ford drives into the lane. First shot doesn't fall, gets his own miss. And before he can get the second shot into the air, get a foul on the ground. Foul called, I believe, against Jefferson.
Yeah,
and not a shooting foul.
That could have been a bad landing there as Ford was on the bottom, and then the big guy, number 10, City Sale, was on top of him.
So 4 minutes to play, and Access Pass 2-point lead in the ball. Gibson finds the open man, Hayes on the outside. Hayes, 3 from the corner, doesn't go in. And down court comes Pointstreak. Wild pass again stolen. And Cook on the other end, second one-handed slam in the last minute and a half.
Lavelle Cook heating up here late in the ball game, and only a 4-point game now.
And Lavelle Cook seeming to be at the right place at the right time here in this fourth quarter. Shot clock down to 10 now for Pointstreak. They try to get something going. Terrell Williams, good look from the free throw line. Misses off the left of the rim. Jefferson grabs the offensive rebound, puts it back in. Chance to complete a 3-point play now. Jefferson going shopping in the bargain bin. Buy 2, get 1 free. Chance at the free throw line.
We have a sale on points right now on Global Basketball Summer League.
Tyler Jefferson, we mentioned, played in the Australian Professional DBA League. Good free throw shooters and success at the line so far today, and pulls his team to within 1.
A great free throw shooter, especially for a guy his size.
68-67 the score. Access Pass up by just a point with the ball. 3:12 to go, and foot on the line. Foot on the line, Gary Gibson trying to get to the baseline before cutting to the basket. Got his left foot on the line. Turnover, give it a Pointstreak. Now with the chance to retake the lead.
Yeah, huge turnover there for All Access.
Virtual Vaughns playing the point, 4-point streak. Slower paced offense on this series. Caught by City at the elbow. City drives to the hoop as it's stripped from behind. Looking to say City the last to touch it. City has his arms in the air like, how could you possibly see that? But not too often they're going to change the call. They're going to ask it to be reviewed, officials to get together. We get a timeout on the floor. For the moment, it will be Access Pass basketball. 2:55 left to play. Access Pass 68 and 67 for Pointstreak. Back in a moment, Global Basketball TV.
It does. It always seems like forever. The first 3 like fly, and then like that last one, it's just like,
yeah.
Come on.
I think 3 a day would be.
Yeah, I think 3 a day.
Everybody gets to work and
Go
then take a little nap.
Nap, yeah, exactly.
Go out
and not get drained completely.
Just under 3 minutes to go. Close this one out. Pointstreak using the full court press here, trailing by 1. Access Pass able to clear it across the timeline. Gibson on the attack, left side of the paint, tries to find Josh Hatcher underneath the basket, but good defense by Jefferson, and Pointstreak to knock that one out of bounds. Shot clock at 11 now, as Access Pass will inbound it. Inbound a deep ball stolen by Vaughns. He'll tip it over to Jefferson. Jefferson driving one-on-one against the outmatched Bloodman, and gets it to roll in. 69-68 Pointstreak back out in front.
That was City Sale with the putback. Good heads-up play. Again, being at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, good hustle from him, not giving up on that play. And Cook, who's had the hot hand from the outside, can't get his jumper to fall, but there's Ford to clean it up underneath the glass. An access pass retakes the lead now, 70-69. Then a back and forth fourth quarter, 2:10 to play. And like a lot of the games we've seen over the first 4 days here, coming right down to the wire, with a bunch of pretty evenly matched teams. Three comes up short from Monte Burney. That was out of bounds. Last touch by Pointstreak. And access pass with the basketball now.
Yeah, how many times, Aaron, have we said this week, it's a one-point ball game. Oh, we're tied up. Lead change once again. So many of them in the last few days.
Well, it feels like it's been the story of the week, at least lately. Tremonte Bloodman. The drive looks for Cook. Cook deep along the baseline, and has it knocked out of his hands. Out of bounds. Ball will stay with the access pass. Only 7 seconds on the shot clock. Minute 42 on the game clock. City Sale coming to the bench. He'll be replaced by Buchanan for Pointstreak. Inbound goes to Bloodman. Only 4 to shoot now. And Bloodman grabbed before he can make his move towards the basket.
Who wants it more, Aaron, is what it comes down to, a one-point ball game with 1:39 remaining. Who's going to step up?
The shot clock is now set to 14 for the inbound for access pass. Inbound goes to Bloodman. Bloodman tries to do it himself, bricks it off the glass. There's Ford to grab the rebound. Whistle blows before Ford can get the putback. Foul called against Juwan Buchanan of Pointstreak. And correction, they are going to call not a shooting foul, excuse me. That was the 10th foul. So access pass in the bonus now. 2 foul shots for Richard Ford, who we've seen to be a pretty good foul shooter, particularly for a 6'8" big man. And I just put the jinx on him as he misses the first of his 2.
That always happens. Every time we praise somebody on air, they go and miss the next shot.
Well, a minute and a half left. His team up by 1. Free throw is going to be critical down the stretch, and very well could come down to which team outperforms the other at the charity stripe. The second foul shot is good, and 71-69 Pointstreak. Chance to tie it now with the 2. Instead, they'll go for a 3, and the lead. Burney long off the right side of the rim. Vons tried to tip it back in, and now a third chance, and Jefferson can't get the putback to go. He is grabbed, though, and he'll head to the foul line for 2 shots. Tremonte Bloodman guilty of the foul, and not much he could do physically to stop Tyler Jefferson other than just hack him and force him to go to the foul line, make some high-pressure free throws.
This guy's money at the free throw line. At least today he has been. I don't believe he's missed. I think he's missed 1.
And Jefferson makes his first one. Chance now to tie it. And got a couple of bounces, but the friendly roll does exactly that. Ties the game at 71 with a minute 10 left to play. Gary Gibson at the right wing, draws the double team, tries to dribble his way out of it. Goes about 30 feet away from the basket, swing pass to Cook. Long 3 from the wing, yes sir, Lavelle Cook puts access pass up by 3, 74-71. Timeout, Pointstreak, 56 seconds to go.
Yeah, Lavelle Cook, Aaron, from that three-point arc, he is lethal. He's shown it a few times today and just did that big time players step up big in big-time moments, and he did just that, putting his team up 3 in a tight ball game.
Well, we're going to get a photo finish. Pointstreak will get the ball trailing by 3 with just 58 seconds left. We'll be back after this on Global Basketball TV. There's a guy in the stands.
Yeah, there. Moved down good. He was up there earlier.
nice little run 2 years ago, and then they fell off this year. They had a really good preseason.
Yeah.
And then once ACC play started, they fell apart.
They had a good beginning of the season, but then they had their freshman quarterback, so should be okay. They did lose their running back though to Cleveland, Duke Johnson.
Yeah.
He was pretty solid.
Well, 58 seconds to go, 74-71 thanks to a Lavelle Cook 3, putting access pass up for the final minute. Pointstreak trying to chip away now, if not tie the game. Buchanan holding at the right wing. Buchanan gives it to Vons, catch and shoot 3 from the top, nearly went in, a high miss off the back of the rim. Jefferson fighting for the offensive rebound, tips it over to Buchanan. Buchanan fires a 3 from the wing, can't connect on that one either, and grabbed by Cook. So Cook a big 3-pointer, then a huge rebound on the defensive end. And we're going to get into the foul game now. We said we thought this game could come down to free throws, which team could make them at the end. And with the lead, Access Pass going to have to make their foul shots if they want to preserve this win.
Yeah, you're exactly right here. Right now it's going to be a free throw contest, pretty much.
And Gary Gibson at the foul line. Gibson, a guard and a good foul shooter. First one up and perfect backspin. Finds its way right through the netting. 4-point game, more important, just as importantly, really a 2-possession game. And Gibson, not that he would show his nerves, but looks very cool and collected at the free throw line. Knocks down his second. The deficit 5 now for Pointstreak, and they've lost it out of bounds, stripped away by Bloodman. Bloodman the last to touch it. So 30 seconds on the game clock for Pointstreak. Vons will take the inbound. Vons works around a screen from Buchanan, dribbles the left elbow, picks up his dribble, sends it outside to Williams. Williams long on his shot. Charging in was Bernie trying for the putback slam. That doesn't go either. And ball still with Pointstreak. Finally, they feed it back inside to Bernie. And on a third chance, they finally get it in. Cut it to 3. Gonna have to foul Access Pass as the inbound comes. And Tremonte Bloodman wrapped up by Monte Bernie.
What I like there, the play by Monte Bernie in his first attempt, he tried to be flashy and try to go for the slam dunk. Got rejected, didn't work out. The second time he had a second attempt at it, he went for the easy layup, got the basket. That's what coaches want to see. That's what scouts want to see. Good play there by Monte Bernie.
No access point pass up by 3. Just 12 seconds to go. Tremonte Bloodman. Now it's his turn to show what he can do under pressure at the foul line. Good on his first. Mentioned he played SEC basketball in front of some big crowds, including Rupp Arena at Kentucky. He's perfect on both, 78-73. And Pointstreak gonna have to hurry. Vons fires a 3 from the wing and keeps this game alive. Pulls his team within 2. Gonna need a quick foul. And that's what they get. Again, it'll be Tremonte Bloodman heading the foul line where he just knocked down a pair.
Huge 3-point basket by Vontrez Vaughn, and again, we said big-time players step up in big situations. Huge. Now it's a 2-point game. If he makes 1 out of the 2, then it's only a 1-possession ball game still, and that's what they need to hope for.
A Pointstreak showing they do have some outside shot ability here, so like you said, Gidio just hoping for the 1 miss here.
And again, if they miss, if he misses this one here, not a lot of time as well, 7.2, so now you have to strategize. What are you going to do when you grab the rebound if there is a miss?
So Bloodman, a perfect 4 for 4 on the last 2 possessions. 4-point game. Pointstreak has to hurry. Bernie fires the 3. That one, nothing but net as well. So 1-point game now, just 1.8 seconds to play.
Wow.
They foul on the inbounds.
Don't go anywhere, guys, because this is exciting stuff here, Aaron.
Yeah, grabbing Gary Gibson. Now when it comes down to if Gibson can hit his foul shots, going to make it awfully tough for Pointstreak to throw the ball down court. I believe Pointstreak, is out of timeouts.
Yeah.
So regardless of what happens on these foul shots, it's going to be tough for them to get the ball down in court on time. You can't do a full court pass and then shoot the ball.
Oh. See, now if he misses, or if he makes this one, it's still a 1-possession ball game. They'll still only need a 3. But, like you mentioned, time is on their
It's not on their side.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's good on both. It's a 3-point game. Jefferson, with the inbound, has it knocked straight out of bounds by Buchanan, or Hatcher. Jefferson throws it to half-court. Vons, one dribble, throws it up. And about a few feet short in front of the rim. I didn't think he had time to put the ball on the ground. Still got the shot off in time, though. Just a little bit short of energy on that one.
Great game, though, overall.
Yeah, pretty good game overall. Saw a couple good comebacks, 9 points apiece there, but in the end, access pass comes down. It was Lavelle Cook 3 to put them up 74-71, and then Cool under pressure making the foul shots to ice this thing.
Yeah, I was going to say 2 guys that stood out for me, obviously, that we've seen in the first session was Lavelle Cook, who helped us team come up big there, excuse me, to get the victory. And then the excuse me, and then the other guy, Vontrez Vaughn, huge threes, plays all up and down the court on defense, offense, very athletic. Both guys definitely need to get contracts when this thing's all said and done.
Yeah, a lot of great defense today, full court press, double teams, forcing a lot of steals and shot clock violations. But in the end, ends up being access pass with a 3-point win over Pointstreak here on the first day of Session B. My partner Didio, I'm Aaron Rosenberg. Thanks for watching Global Basketball TV. Stay tuned for Game 4.
Good job. Go get a drink.